New here at Ford Children's Mercy Hospital is seeing a record number of kids testing positive and hospitalized too with respiratory problems. But it's not just COVID-19. KCTV5's Leslie Aguilar explains.
Right now, Children's Mercy has 11 patients hospitalized with COVID-19 and more than 40 hospitalized with RSV. Although babies and toddlers don't get the RSV infection from COVID, there is a connection between the spike in RSV cases and the pandemic.
Keep in mind, we had no RSV at all once the pandemic hit in March of 2020. We saw zero RSV for well over a year because kids were at home, they were quarantined, or they were masking when they were out. And so now we're seeing a surge in viruses when people aren't being masked and people are coming together in a population of children who don't have any pre-existing immunity.
Dr. Angela Myers says Children's Mercy is seeing more RSV right now than they did at the peak of winter 2019 before the pandemic began. While RSV is a common illness that causes mild cold symptoms in adults and older kids, it's dangerous for children under 2 and even more so for babies younger than 6 months.
Yeah, I think it is worrisome. I think it's also worrisome that here we are getting ready for another flu season. We didn't see any flu last year, but again, kids were mostly at home. When they were in school, they were always masked.
Doctors say if you or your child are experiencing any symptoms at all, especially respiratory symptoms, it's best to get tested for COVID, RSV, and the flu. Children's Mercy also has some advice for parents as they prepare their children to go back to school. We'll have that coming up at 6 o'clock. Leslie Aguilar, KCTV 5 News.